All of us know who this guy is, Abraham Lincoln. And most of us know who shot and killed Lincoln, John Wilkes Booth. But very few people know who this guy is, Boston Corbett, the killer of Lincoln's killer. Born in London, England, he was originally named Thomas P. Corbett. When he was 6 years old, his family moved to New York City, where he began working, making hats. Corbett eventually did get married, but his one and only wife died in childbirth. Following her death, he moved to Boston, where he joined the Methodist Episcopal Church and changed his name to Boston. In 1858, Boston Corbett began growing his hair out long in an attempt to look like Jesus. And to avoid the temptation of prostitutes, he even castrated himself with a pair of scissors. Let's just say, he went a bit crazy. In April 1861, early in the American Civil War, Corbett enlisted as a private in the New York militia. In 1864, Corbett was captured by the Confederate Army and held prisoner for 5 months, but he was eventually let free. Corbett then became a member of the 16th New York Cavalry Regiment, sent on April 24, 1865, to apprehend John Wilkes Booth, the assassin of Abraham Lincoln, who was still on the loose. After just 2 days of searching, the men surrounded Booth and his accomplice David Harold in a tobacco farm in Virginia. The barn was set on fire in an attempt to force them out into the open. Harold surrendered, but Booth remained inside. Boston Corbett was positioned near a large crack in the barn wall, where he saw Booth moving around inside. Corbett shot and killed Booth with his Colt revolver, despite orders that Booth should be taken alive. Boston Corbett was immediately arrested for violation of his orders, but later the charges were dropped. The judge was quoted saying, "The rebel is dead, and the patriot lives." Boston received his share of the reward money, amounting to roughly $2,000. Boston Corbett's life was marked by increasingly erratic behavior. In 1875, he threatened several men with a pistol at a soldiers' reunion. And in 1887, at the Kansas House of Representatives, he overheard a few men mocking the opening prayer, where he jumped to his feet and pulled out his revolver. No one was hurt, but Corbett was arrested and sent to the Topeka Asylum for the Insane. Just a year later, in 1888, he escaped from the insane asylum. Corbett is believed to have built a cabin in the forest of Minnesota, where he remained until his death. There are stories that he died in a fire in 1894, but there is no real proof of how or when he died. The mystery of Boston Corbett will forever remain, and he will always be remembered for taking down one of the most hated murderers in United States history.